Hi everyone, it's me, Arielle, and it's Wednesday Warriors. This week I'm going to be talking about some summer things. Normally, summer is a time of great stress, I would say, for people who are recovering from eating disorders. And I'm going to really say the same thing that I say around the holiday times. When we do videos about the holidays and when I give advice about the holidays, I usually say, don't give something that's supposed to be good so much power over you. A lot of the time, I think people give Christmas or the New Year or, whatever the winter holidays are, so much power over them. They make them out to be this huge deal. And really, they're just another day. Now, this is going to depend upon where you are in the world, but I would say primarily for the majority of our viewers, summer is a time of warm weather. Unfortunately, with warm weather comes less clothing, and that's where the stress comes in. People are apt to compare their bodies to other people's. Sometimes it's not even really so much about body image or comparison as it is about self-confidence or wanting or needing to hide maybe scars as far as self-harm is concerned, because as we know, self-harm tends to go hand in hand with eating disorders. Not all the time, but the two are very much related. And if summer is bathing suit season, that can be a very significant reason for stress. If you have problems with body image, and many people with eating disorders do. But really what it comes down to, no matter what the problems with summer are, it's so much power being given to a season of the year. I mean, we're just talking about a time period, a season of the year when certain things are done or certain things happen. And instead of embracing the stuff we like, we tend to focus so much on the things that we don't like, and we tend to give that stuff priority and, again, much more weight than anything else. I've done a few videos on the past that relate to summer and how to deal with certain things. Last year I did a video called Summer Challenges, so I will post the link to that, and make sure you click to view this video on YouTube and look in the info box below the video to check that out if you're interested. I also did a video about eating disorders on vacation because many people have issues with working around going out to eat quite a bit or eating with other people for a significant amount of time if they are away on holiday or on vacation. So I thought relating certain things to trips and that summer aspect would be helpful, so I made that video last year, and I will post the link to that as well. I did a third video 2 years ago called Clothes, Your Body, and Summer, and that obviously goes into a lot of the body image aspects, which not all people have, but definitely can speak to many people with eating disordered issues or who are in recovery. Since I have done videos on all of those topics before, I really wanted to focus on one particular summer issue for a lot of people, and that is deviating from your routine. Because I know if you are working, you probably are working through the summer like I am. You don't get a break, but you may have breaks from other things, or you may be going on vacation with family or friends, or taking some time out that you wouldn't normally do at other points throughout the year. So this still can apply to you, but there are people who maybe are in school or who are in college or university and they have their break in the summer, and all of a sudden they're deviating from their routine. They don't have as ritual a life as they're used to. I know many people who are friends without eating disorders who are teachers. I know many people with eating disorders who are teachers. And if they're teachers, they work through the school year and then they're off in the summer. So they might have similar problems even though they're adults. And I think just recognizing that sometimes routine can be a bit lax during the summer months, no matter what it is you're doing or where you're at in your life, is important, because things are changing around you. Things are changing with your environment, with your time constraints, with your actual very routine. And that might throw you off a little bit. So you have to take responsibility for certain things, of course, but at the same time, you want to have in the back of your mind that there are things changing. And if you're feeling sort of off or bad one day or for a few days, it may not really be due to anything that you're doing wrong. It may just be because you're deviating from your routine, and that can be pretty hard. A lot of people who are recovering from eating disorders are very ritualistic, and it can be a really good thing to have structure and to have plans, but it can also kind of come around and bite you if you're not careful, because you get so fixated on doing things a certain way and in a certain timetable that if something doesn't go as planned, which is inevitable in life, then you're thrown and you're not really sure how to pick yourself back up. So I think it's always important to have sort of a go-to plan that you can do whenever you do feel thrown, whenever your routine is off, or whenever you know you're going to have downtime and you want to make sure you fill it with positive things instead of negative things. It might be a good idea to make a go-to list of things that you can do whenever you have free moments. You can have a bulletin board with things tacked all over, and you can just kind of wave your hand and point, and whatever your finger lands on, that's something you're going to do, whether it's take your dog for a walk, meet a friend for coffee, catch up on correspondence. Maybe you're going to send postcards to 10 of your friends or something like that. Just very simple, fun, little positive things that you can do to fill your time if you are feeling sort of tense or maybe anxious, and you do have the time and you don't want to look around for things that you can do that would be bad. You can use that same concept by having a jar that has the little slips of paper in it with the same kind of ideas, and you can reach your hand in and pull something out. But you'll already have your plan set. It'll just give you lots of choices so that there's still maybe an element of surprise to it. Or if you choose something that you don't really feel like doing, you can toss it aside and pick something else, because you're always in control. You always have the choice. You can do what you would like to do. The other thing you can do is plan ahead. If you know that you're going to have downtime, or you're going to have some time in the summer that's going to deviate from your regular routine, know in advance what you're going to do to combat the feelings of feeling all over the place because you're not in your routine or you're not doing all of the rituals that you're used to doing. If you know that come a certain month, you're going to have more time than usual, do something ahead of time to plan for how you're going to fill that time. You really have the power to make this easy on yourself, and you definitely are capable and have the ability to have a really great summer. It really is just about thinking about things beforehand, before they happen, because if you wait for something bad to happen and then you're sitting in the middle of it crying or feeling upset or taking it out on yourself, you don't have those resources. So if you put those resources in place, even if they're simple little things just to make you feel good that you're implementing yourself, you're going to feel more in control, and you're going to know that if that stuff happens, you'll be ready and you'll have that confidence kind of with you to start. So it's sort of a short video this week, but I did do so many videos on summer topics in the past that I really would rather direct you to those so you can get the kind of resources and advice that you're looking for. Definitely check those videos out if you haven't already. I hope you can glean some good things from them, and I do hope you have a great summer, and I will see you next week. Take care.